I like to go out and eat every now and then, have a few cocktails. But
yeah, but if I have you at my house, I don't want you running around in a bathing suit looking all masculine.
No, we just hang out.
Near my
what
fiancé.
Kind of suit would he wear?
Where do you live?
Gotta wear,
I got a house out east.
Okay.
You know?
Some of those...
We go hunting out there.
There you go.
I go fishing.
You got any property?
I go fishing. I got some property. I go fishing.
I know a guy who knows.
I fish like crazy.
You fish at a chessboard.
Don't make me look like a woman in front of this man.
He has a pond that he's stacked with goldfish.
That's right.
No, I fish.
Bothering the goldfish.
You know who I fish with? Jimmy Kimmel.
Really?
Yeah, we go fishing together.
That other great athlete.
And then we make out in the bushes.
Right.
We blow each other in the bushes.
Put a little lotion on his back.
Jimmy, I'm getting a tan.
I have a friend who knows Steve, and without mentioning his name, he told me why Steve hates coming to New York.
Why?
2 words, crazy blacks.
Is that right?
Yeah, right? Is that right? Is the guy bullshitting me?
Crazy blacks?
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you know...
You're making a joke, I assume.
Well, the guy says he knows Steve. No, that's of course that's a joke.
All right, well, okay. Went over real big.
Yeah.
I got some.
That was a good one.
Why don't you try that on the wrap-up show before you do it?
Should I test that all out on him?
All right, now wait a second. You hate Hulk Hogan, right? You would wrestle. Do you hate him like as a shtick?
You really hate him?
Or you really just don't
No,
like
I would say I hate him. I just, they tried to, they tried to get me to wrestle the guy last year. They tried to get me to wrestle the guy this year. I'm just not interested in wrestling. I think that, I've always given him credit for his career. But, if you're going to make a big build-up of a match with Stone Cold versus Hogan, 2 big names, I just think that the way his style is, the way my style is, very aggressive and physical versus his style, I just don't think it's conducive to having a great match. I mean, so you can promote the hell out of it, and sure, it could possibly make a lot of money, but it's a little bit more than that. I don't want to go out and just stink the joint out of the place just to make a buck. I wouldn't do that.
I'm not understanding exactly what you're saying. You're saying that if you and Hulk Hogan wrestled, the fans would want to see that.
Oh, I'd watch that in a heartbeat.
But you're a much younger man than Hulk Hogan. It would have to be worked out that you win.
But I just, the styles would clash.
What do you mean by that?
My wrestling style versus his wrestling style is like oil and water. 2 different things.
Really? Neither one would want to lose either, right?
Well, hell no.
Yeah.
So but I'd have to win. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Can you do like a tag team thing then?
No,
what kind of money do you think? What kind of money do you think Vince would pay you to wrestle Hulk Hogan?
I have no idea. It'd have to be a hell of a lot, though.
Right, but you wouldn't do it.
You're not going to see it.
But as I understand now, Vince might not be talking to Hulk at this present time.
Oh, yeah?
Why is that?
Because Hulk's going into some other kind of wrestling business that's trying to compete with Vince at this point.
Oh.
Well, there's really never going to be any competition for Vince, I don't think. I mean, you have TNA down there in Florida, and I wish those guys well, because guys down there get a chance to have jobs as wrestlers. And I wish they'd be able to step up their game just because competition would be welcome. It'd make the product better.
Well, they're hoping, too. That's why they're getting involved.
But you remember back in the day with the WCW, WWE wars, I mean, that was when, the wrestling fans benefited from that. It was it was the best TV ever, and then we smoked them. After they beat us, they kicked their ass for 2 years, then we started smoking them. Ted goes belly up, Vince buys the company. So, but it was fun while it lasted. So I just wish they'd pick their business up. Competition's good.
So who are you dating now? You must be getting tons of puss.
Where does he find these women?
On the set, I hope, man. There was a couple of hot women. The other chick who's in your new movie, The Contender, there's some chick.
The Condemned.
I mean, the Condemned.
What did you call it?
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the...
Some people are calling it The Conductor, The Condemned.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
That's okay. That's okay.
But in the new movie, there's a chick who lives in the control room. She's the girlfriend of the big boss.
Yeah.
She's super hot, too.
Yeah.
And you didn't bang her?
No.
Did you try?
No.
Now you're lying to me.
No, I'm telling you.
You're the star of the movie. She didn't want it?
Probably.
Yeah.
No.
And this broad you're with now, what does she do?
She was a special education teacher for 18 years. She just
18 years?
She just changed.
She must be old.
She must have started at 2.
How old is she?
She's a little bit younger than me, but yeah.
You're not dating a 22-year-old?
No.
What's going on?
I like to have a conversation every now and then. All the other stuff's great, but the conversation, and hanging out. And,
well, the other wives you had a conversation with, and the conversation got ugly.
Turned ugly,
Well, it did, but anyway.
Are you losing a lot of money in these divorces?
No.
You holding on to your cash?
Howard.
First wife.
Oh, that was the first one, the only one.
Second one, you had a prenup?
Yeah.
Third one, you have a prenup?
I'm trying to get them all. No, the first one I didn't have a dime.
Right, so it didn't matter.
Second one was when I first came into Stone Cold. So that one did okay, and then the rest of them, well, the other one, smooth selling.
Was?
Smooth selling, yeah.
See, I heard.
Oh, no, get your information right. I'll tell you, Howard.
I heard you offered the broad $1 million, and then there was gunplay and knives and
No. That wasn't even a marriage.
That was a girlfriend.
No. You're talking. No, you got your facts straight. You're wrong on that one.
You and these women, motherfucker. I mean, you got to. This is crazy. You got to find a normal.
I got a good one now.
You sure? But that's what you said to me the last time.
You say that every time we see you.
Yeah, but this time I'm not kidding you. You got to remember, I got a hell of a sense of humor.
It's unbelievable.
And that's what I'm.
Where'd you meet this one?
At the gym.
See, I think he's meeting his women in the wrong places.
Where should he go, church?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
He's got to go on J-date or something.
Yeah.
J-date. Maybe go out with a Jewish broad, right?
Why not?
Who knows?
Why not? Bring me a Jewish broad.
So you happy or what?
Very, very.
Yeah. You're in some shape in the movie. Walking around all muscular.
Yeah, I was tighten up the diet on that thing, and I've found that the hardest thing about the damn movie business is just running around promoting the thing, because now, I hadn't touched the weight in about 30 days, and when you're riding around on airplanes all day long, I mean, you got to have a cocktail on the airplane.
Right.
So
that's right.
Then you got to have a cocktail when you get to the hotel. So, I mean, just one thing leads into another. So, I'm ready to start another damn movie so I can get back in shape.
Are you going to do it? Now, you have a 3-picture deal with Vince?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
The WWE Films is now... So what is the second picture going to be?
We're looking for a script right now. We're trying to find something, obviously, probably an action movie.
Right. What happened to The Rock? Is he still around? Is he still doing movies?
I haven't talked to the guy.
See, I think that there's a hole in the market right there. There's no big action stars. Every time they want to make an action movie, they still got to go back to Bruce Willis because there's nobody taking that role.
Man, he's a pussy. You can beat his ass.
Well, he's an in-shape 60-year-old, but that's ridiculous.
Well, what happened to The Rock's career, right? Wasn't he kind of on a roll?
Hell, I don't know. I don't keep up with the guy.
Wait, I have a sense of hostility here. You don't like The Rock, do you?
I'm
fine with him. He's one of my favorite guys to be in the ring with.
Yeah?
Is he a little girl?
Is he a little girl? He's not one of the guys that we trade phone calls. Now, probably the only guy that I keep up with, or these days, is Kevin Nash and Diamond Dallas Page. And a couple of guys that are coming up on the horizon and still in the company that I keep up with that I like and try to give them some advice, stuff like that. But other than that, I just don't call him.
What are you saying? The Rock shaves his legs and he's not manly enough to hang out with you?
No, that's what you just said.
I'm asking you.
That's what you just said.
Well, you don't keep up with his career? You're not...
No, I see what he does.
You think he's putting out some shit or what?
Well, he makes interesting choices. I mean, I think that, what I'm looking for...
That gay character, you wouldn't have done that?
You won't play a gay character in your movie?
Well, if you're asking me, no, I wouldn't. Like I told you, I saved all my money.
Right.
So I can really be selective. But I'm trying to find something that's action-oriented.
Of course.
And stuff like that.
You're good at it.
But to go with what you said, Robin, it's like... when you talk about the next action guy or this, that, or whatever, it's interesting. When I talk to my agents, I've got some real good agents, and they said, Steve, we've got to be careful, so we don't get you typecast or stereotyped as just an action guy. And I respect their opinion because they're very knowledgeable. I'm happy to be with them. But that being said, hey, if I got lucky enough to knock down, 30 action movies that I really enjoyed making and that people really enjoyed seeing, well, hell, you can't complain about that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Arnold Schwarzenegger's career.
No, he kicked ass. Yeah. If I got a chance to do stuff like a Cool Hand Luke or whatever, Charles Bronson type stuff, well, that'd be cool, too. So,
don't play a fruit.
I need this thing, I need the Condemned, obviously, to do well to get more swings, at the plate. So,
you'll do all right with this
Believe me, I got to work my ass off. It's a tough town. Everybody knows that, so you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, they're going to short little British dudes to try to do action movies right now. It's crazy.
You're going to do okay with this because forget about even the movies. You also got the rental market and the secondary market. I'm telling you, there's not enough films like this where guys are just kicking ass and killing shit. And I like it. I love when guys... I sit there and yell, just kill that motherfucker.
But when was the last time, besides these, comic book superhero movies, that you see any action? You don't see a guy who's just kicking ass.
You want to let Eric the Midget talk to you?
Yeah, hold on. But this is a hard movie, and you saw it. It's violent, but there's some humor in there.
It's good. It's a good story.
And I've seen this movie with, in my travels from East Coast to West Coast with 7 different cities, different theaters, and it's a fun ride. And we were filming it. I was thinking, you know what, this is a dark, violent movie, and I thought it's kind of serious. But people have so much fun watching the damn thing. It's kind of like being at it's kind of a bad analogy, but it's kind of like being at a Rocky Horror Picture Show when different people meet their demise in this movie in an interesting fashion.
And you see some titty.
There's
a little titty in there, but it's during a rape scene, but there is titty.
Oh my.
It's a fun, violent movie. It's the feel-good movie from 2007 as far as I'm concerned.